So you came here today because of the title of this video, and basically I'm going to be discussing my makeup addiction. I'm going to try to like put it in a timeline of how everything came along, how I got into makeup, how it became obsessive, just the point I'm at now, and overall just what I think about makeup in general. So while I'm doing this, I'm also going to be doing my makeup, obviously, because I'm not just going to come to you here with a plain face. But I'm going to be using my April monthly box, and hopefully you have already checked out that video about that I am using in this video. So do whatever you want to do. So first, I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia brow pomade in the color caramel and the color chocolate. So hopefully this video is nice because I am literally recording it at nighttime, but it's literally before the sun goes down. So hopefully this all works out. This can be quick too. Okay, so first I'm gonna tell you how I got into makeup. I got into makeup right after I had joined the military. And you know, you spend 2 months in boot camp. You don't really have that many privileges as in being a girl. So I basically was looking rough by the time I got out of boot camp. Like really rough. So then I just remember like getting out and going to A school, and I had this really short haircut, like almost as short as I have it now, but it was rough. It was rough looking, it was uneven, and it just overall looked horrible. And I remember just like I took a picture and I looked so much like a dude, it was crazy. Like I looked just like a dude with like my short haircut and just looking rough altogether. It was horrible. And it's funny because like almost every year, like my Facebook memories be like, oh, on this day, this is your memory. It's like a picture I posted of like my freedom, my back into society picture. But I'm like, every time I see it. So I think I went a couple more months like that. Just like trying to find something to do with myself, like trying to get braids back in my hair, and you know, just trying new things or whatever, because I completely was looking rough. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say rough, but I was looking rough. So a couple months later, I went back home on leave. I went back to my hometown, and I remember like talking to my friend and saying to her, like, dang, like, I really look like a boy. I need to do something with my life. So I think that day we went to, like, Claire's or something. Yeah. Tell me about it. Because I didn't really know about makeup then. Like I said, it was just the beginning. So I went to, like, Claire's and got, like, this 88 pan eyeshadow kit. It was horrible. It's completely horrible, and like I was horrible too. I remember like I remember taking my finger and literally putting it on my eyelid like 2 different colors and be like, oh, does this look good? No, it didn't look good. She was into makeup, but she wasn't into makeup as in it being like, oh, she knew everything or that she bought everything. It wasn't like at that levels. And still she's not like that. So that's the good part. I'm just going to spritz my face with MAC Fix Plus to add some moisture back to my face. To my destination, or my first command. I went to my first command. So next I'm going to use the primer in Laura Mercier. It's called the Foundation Primer Blemishless. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean, but I'm not going to put that much up there. Also, in the celebration of spring, I'm going to try to do a green look with the Anastasia Prism palette right here, and basically I'm gonna go in with the color Throne and try to make this look really beautiful. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Forever HD foundation stick and 445, and then my NARS Radiant stick and Cadiz. And I'm gonna put the 445 in my inner, just a little bit in my inner, because I did get darker a little bit this weekend. So I'm gonna put in my highest points. Yeah, it's beautiful. And then I'm gonna put the rest all around. So yeah, so I remember going to my first duty section, my duty station, and I don't know. I remember like really getting into YouTube one night, and I don't even know even the first video I even watched from a beauty guru. It probably wasn't even like somebody high in the status or anything. Well, back then there was no statistics around it. They literally just did it for fun. And I remember just watching them, and this is back in like 2012. So I remember just watching them and, you know, watching what they're doing and stuff. I don't remember the first makeup palette I even got. Eyeshadow palette? I don't remember. But I remember going to Sephora, and I remember wanting the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I don't think I never even got any of them. I never got them. I just remember getting the Lorac Pro, the first one, and then yeah, that was mostly what I remember. I remember also having a lot of drugstore products, because I wasn't like, back then, like, as you know, like the military really doesn't make that much money, and also I was like a young person, and I was just coming in, and I didn't have any debt, so I think the only debt I had eventually was a car, and you know, it was just a car and my phone bill. I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just conceal underneath my eyes. Okay. Yeah. So you know the regular desk table that you have, like, you know, to do your desk homework on, like say something that you go to a college dorm and they give you a little table. Well, under that table it had a drawer, and I remember like collecting so much like drugstore and just high-end stuff that like I had sections of that drawer just laid out for that. And there's actually a picture that I saved. I'm going to take the Truffle by Fenty Beauty and just contour my face and give my face some more life. Okay, and now we're just gonna go in. Yeah, so I remember just having that. I kind of knew, so like 2 years went by, and then I kind of knew that I was starting to have a makeup addiction. I would literally drive 15 to 30 minutes to the local Sephora that was in the place that I was stationed at, and go to their mall. It was like a Sephora inside of a JCPenney. And I would literally like drive like every weekend or at least twice a week down to there to just get something. Something new had came out. A beauty guru had said that they loved it and I wanted to try it. And that's exactly what happened. Like, eventually it became a real life addiction. I got everything that somebody said to buy. And it's not even the fact that like I got something that everybody said to buy. I got stuff that wouldn't go for my particular skin tone because I was watching the wrong people. If you understand what I mean. I don't want to sound hypocritical or anything, but I'm just saying, watch your skin tone. not everything is gonna work for you. So that was one of the first mistakes that I was doing. And then eventually I became knowledgeable of people of color. I'm taking my Laura Mercier powder. I'm just gonna set all the places I highlighted. Remember, like I said, that whole top drawer just being full of stuff, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm starting to have a problem. But it didn't stop at all. I remember when I was transferring, I literally packed a bag for the movers, for me moving. I packed a bag for, you know, a bag of makeup just for them moving, and then a bag of makeup so I could, so it was my traveling bag makeup. Okay, so I'm just gonna contour my face with my Guerlain bronzer, and then number 7. Yeah, just bronze up my face, cheeks, all that. Okay, so yeah, so I knew I had a real problem when I had so much makeup. Like, that's basically what everybody knew me as. I literally could go to my friends and they would ask me for makeup advice, and I literally knew about every product that they talked about. I knew from videos, just from a glance, what product they was talking about. It was real deal, like, okay sis, you have a problem. So I remember going to when I was trying to get my life right, well, I'm still trying to get my life right, I went to a financial counselor and I talked to them, and we put together the numbers of how much a month I was actually paying for makeup. And when I saw that total, I was like, yeah. Imagine, like, I'm about to have, at this time I was about to have my first kid. Well, he's my only child, but I was gonna have my first kid, and I wanted to get my life right so I could afford the things that I need to afford. And plus, I knew I was making a lot more money than what I was making at first, because at this time I was getting paid for a single, well, I don't really want to confuse you with military terms, but basically I was getting a raise for being pregnant. And I wanted to really get my money right then. So at that time, I remember I literally had those big bins, like the bins, the 3 bins, or the 3 bins, and I had them all full of makeup. And I remember, like, I had a boyfriend at the time. He was like, you literally have 3 bins of makeup. And I was like, yeah, I do. I didn't care. I still wasn't stopping my my addiction. So now I'm just talking about, so I'm taking this color Unity in the Prism palette. I'm just putting that in my crease. So what finally got me to stop doing what I was doing was, I looked at my collection one day. I had moved again. Yeah, I moved again. And again, my makeup was the most important thing to me. And it still is. But it was just like I got into my new place. And it took me 2 IKEA drawers. And I filled them up with, like, just makeup. And I knew then I had a real deal problem, because I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to have this much makeup. Like, I'm only one person. Why do I have so much makeup? And it really got on my nerves when I wasn't really using it that much. Like, I literally would wake up, go to work, and not even play with the new items that I got. So then I knew I needed to, like, limit myself, or, you know, figure out other outlets to actually use my makeup. So then I started, So then I started my own I changed the direction of my Instagram and started posting my makeup looks, so I can actually use my makeup more. So I'm going to take this brown parallel in the ABH palette and just go in my crease again with it. So yeah, I started doing that, and that helped some, but then I was still looking at my Instagram and seeing makeup everywhere. Granted, I didn't delete anything off my Instagram, but I knew not to trust everything that I saw. So after that, so what really took the cake of me turning my life around with makeup and everything and doing what I'm doing now is I got into makeup rehab, which is obviously on Reddit, and then they also have a page on Facebook now of like people actually using up their makeup and making it like a real conquest. So I thought that was inspirational, you know, having a group of girls that like I can go to and talk to about my makeup addiction, because here I don't have people, you know, that are really into makeup like I am, who know everything that's happening and stuff. Also knew I had a problem when my grandma was like, you literally have a store. I was like, damn, bro, I have a store? She's like, yeah, you have a lot of makeup. Like, everybody knew me for having makeup. And I was like, okay. I'm gonna go in with this color Osadin and put this all over my lid. So yeah. So once I got into the makeup rehab page, it was like life changing. Like I was like, oh, I just want to pan everything. Like I would actually like to use up my my makeup. So I would do one palette a week or one palette a month or something like that. Just something I could actually work on for the time being, and not like that. Because then I felt like I was actually getting some use out of my makeup. But one thing I had to do for myself was to declutter my makeup. I really had to go through it and figure out products that I just really wasn't reaching for, and products that, you know, I just didn't like. And that was a changer. I made everything, the money that I didn't make from selling my makeup, I'll put that right back into either debt, gas for the car, or groceries. Like I had to, it was like, I had to do something useful for the stuff that I was paying, for the stuff that I was getting rid of. So I'm just going to continue doing my eyes. And then we'll come back because I'm almost done with my story. Okay, and then on the other side of that, I'm going to take the color Throne, which is that beautiful green right there, and put that right on top. So since I started my makeup rehab, I can definitely say my number of purchases that I have bought with my makeup has ultimately went down a lot. Like a lot. And I don't think about makeup a lot, but it's not like, oh, I'm thinking about buying this certain thing. It's mostly what are the looks that I want to create. I'm just putting eyelash glue on my lashes. And I think that's a really good place to be, because I'm definitely not where I was a year or two ago. when I'm trying to build a collection that I technically don't need. I'm gonna go in with this NYX ombre blush and just put it on my cheeks. I'm really sorry that the quality of this video has went to shits now, but hopefully you still enjoy it. Next, I'm gonna highlight with my Anastasia Glow Kit and That Glow. I'm gonna take the color Golden Bronze and Sunburst and just put those on my cheeks. Now I just think about what looks I want to create for you guys, and that gives me another reason to actually use my makeup. I started freelancing so I could really get rid of some of my makeup, and all around just, you know, just trying not to buy so much. I also started a low buy, so now I have to like really think about the purchases that I want to make, because if I don't like them, then there's no point of me even getting them. Like, I wanted, as soon as I saw the MAC and Patrick Star collab, I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. Now, even like 10 minutes later, I was talking myself out of it, and I was trying to think of other reasons why I may want that, or what other colors in my collection that I may have to actually buy that. I mean, what other products in my collection that I have that matches that, or how many times will I actually use this product up, or how long will it actually take me to actually use this, how many times do I actually see myself using this product. I really had to tell myself that, for myself, not to just go off and just buy something else to add to my collection that I already could possibly have. You know, there's only so many purples you can make, and I probably got all of them already. So I'm going to go in with my NYX Nude Truffle and line my lips with it. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my lipstick and Snob. This is overall my review of my makeup addiction. I hope it gives you some insight on your makeup and possibly what you want to do with it, or the things that trigger you into actually buying more makeup. Sometimes it can come from stress, sometimes it comes from self-worth, sometimes it comes from insecurities, and I just want you to go down within yourself, think about, you know, the makeup that you're actually purchasing, and if you really need it or not, or are you even going to use it. Or if you don't really like this product, will you actually take it back to the store? That's the main thing. And I think you really have to be conscious of the products that you buy and the money that you're spending. If you cannot buy it twice, then you shouldn't buy it once. And that has been an overall really good lesson for me so far, because if I can't buy it once, then I'm not going to buy it again. So I hope you like my video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to continue watching some of the videos that I make.